Hello everyone, this is Alexander McKinney here, and for today's episode I'm going to be showing you all how to make Russian ramen and talking about quick packets, but it's still good. So first we have a vintage oven here. Alright, so first get a pot of water boiling here. So you got it boiling here. It took like half an hour, but it's working. So let me see if I can multitask here. And I need to be doing a couple of things because first we have the flavor packet. So this is like this is the seasoning here, flavor packet. These are like the little vegetables and stuff here. Garnishes or condiments, whatever you want to call them, and actual noodles here too. Alright, I'll move that to the side here. Okay, let me see if I can put this somewhere. See what I can do here. See if that works now. Oh no, let's try it out. Trying to get this thing to stay. Alright, so I go multitask here. So this is what you do. Take your noodles. Okay, so place first your noodles in this. Here. Cover this up for a little bit. So, big thing to keep in mind is don't let your noodles cook too long, or they're going to get like soggy, or even worse, they'll turn into, in extreme cases, they might turn something like a, consisting of something like an oatmeal or like a porridge type of thing, and they'll pretty much turn to mush. So yeah, while that's cooking, pretty much you can do this all at the same time, which I'm going to do. So I'll put in the little what do you call it, garnishes or whatever first, because sometimes they're like dried up stuff, and if they cook a little bit, sometimes it's good. So I'm gonna do that. So I got everything there. Okay. So yeah, it's seasoning stuff, so there's a bunch of greens, some chili flakes, I think it's dried mushrooms they put into there, dried onion. I feel like there's something else in there. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So yeah, there's that. And then we put in the good stuff, seasoning packets here, and it's all Russian here, but it's like, I think it's like some kind of chicken bouillon or something like that. So let's do that. Alright, a couple things here. So, seasoning, yeah. So it's a reddish seasoning. I'll just see if I can put as much as I can into this here. More seasoning in it, the better. Another thing that I like to do, that there, is get some kind of pepper. I'm using here, it's like a red pepper. It's like a dried red pepper. Let me see if I can figure out what kind it is. Because here it just says red pepper. What's the yeah. Pretty much that's what it is. But so I'll put a little bit in there. And this thing is a little bit potent, so don't put in too much. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. Yeah, that's probably, yeah, that's good for the whole soup there. So yeah, let's put some red pepper into that. And then like any Russian household. Use like a wooden spoon or some kind of spoon, and then just kind of getting the seasoning into the water here. And I'll let that cook for a little bit, for a couple minutes. So yeah, this is the red pepper here. I'm just using a cheaper brand here. Krasnaya Tsena, basically like red price. Chan Ramen. 120 grams. You call it Korean here, but it's... I don't know. Maybe it's Korean in style. I'm not sure. Let's see here. But yeah, you kind of cook it a little bit there. And another big thing is don't put in too much water. I find it's better to have lesser water. What did I put in? I guess it was about half a liter. Not even that, maybe? A third, maybe? Kind of depends on what you like. So that's cooking, and we'll let that cook for like another minute. And in the meantime, what I like to also do is put in one egg, like a poached egg. And usual rule of thumb is poached egg needs to cook for about 2.5 minutes or so. Usually give it enough time. If anything, I'd rather overcook it to make it hard-boiled egg rather than like a soft-boiled. But you don't want to undercook it because you can get in trouble for doing that. Let's see here. So yeah, these are some like standard eggs here. And peppers in there. We'll stir it around for one more time here. Move the lid away. And I think it's ready. Some people like to break up their noodles. I seem to like mine more together sometime. And I'm going to turn the heat off here. So I can... Yeah, so that's off. And it's going to stop bubbling soon. And some people say when you make a poached egg, you need to make like a swirl it around, and the idea is to make like a vortex. You can do that if you want. I usually do not. I usually wait for this to stop boiling, then just drop in one egg. So let that do cool down a bit more. And let me see if I can hold the phone one more time here. And drop it in here. Oh. A bit more of a splash than I wanted it to. But yeah, if I wasn't holding the camera here. But basically, yeah, drop the egg in there. It's going to cook, and I'm going to cover the lid in there so it retains the heat. So what I don't want it to do is for it to cool down too much and then the egg doesn't cook fully. So yeah. So let's put that for about a minute or two. We'll probably give that at least a good solid minute. I think the water might be hot enough for it to cook evenly here. Yeah, so kind of a standard Russian kitchen, sort of smaller one maybe. But yeah, let's put the eggs away here. Okay, put that away. Okay, that's about to finish cooking. I'm gonna come back to it in about a minute. In the meantime, throw this away. take a quick look at what outside looks like in a minute here. See here. Just adjusting for any. It's sort of bright outside in the sky, which makes it look like it's dark. So I'm trying to make sure that's good here. But yeah, little school, soccer field, football field, whatever you want to call it. Parking around here and all that. But yeah, it's about 10.5 minutes so far. Yeah, let's go and check this soup out. And also when you do it in pochag, typically you're not covering it too. So that put to the side for now. And let's check the soup. So I think the egg is probably cooked. Let's see if I can get to it without destroying the egg, which I don't think I will. And just be careful of this because you don't want to burst the egg and then it's not what you might want here. Okay, so that's just part of it there. So it's around here somewhere. Let's see if I can carefully move this around here, and I'm looking for it here. Let's see if I can try to fix this. It's somewhere in there. So there it is, somewhere here, I think. I don't know. So yeah, let's just make a bowl. It'll be easier to find that way. Alright, so it's a good bowl here. Okay, fix the light. There we go. So there's a bowl. And what I find interesting is I actually have one of these ladles which are specifically designed, I think, for some of these soups. This one's not the correct entire shape, but it's still good. And then let's get a good amount of noodles. So I'm doing a couple of things here. I'm trying to not burst the egg here, which if I'm lucky, I won't. So there's. So let me put this down for 1 second here. Oh, that's not going to work. Alright. Oh, that's not going to work either. Woohoo. Alright, so I guess we'll try to carefully do this. It's not going to work easily. Okay, so yeah, basically you put your soup in there and you're good.